At the conclusion of video 1 for Simple Interest, you created this Simple Interest Calculations page within your Simple Interest Google Sheet. What we will do here in video 2 is add some principal values, interest rate, time, and then we'll do the calculations for interest and maturity value. But here in this video, we will just enter the information for principal, rate, and time. Be sure when you enter the rate you include the percent sign or use the decimal equivalent. Now we have to pay careful attention when it comes to entering time. The reason is because in the formula interest equals principal times rate times time, time must be in years. So sometimes it's necessary to convert the time for the loan into years. For example, how many years is 8 months? We have to do the conversion for that. Let's also keep in mind that the principal here represents an amount that we are borrowing. We're getting a loan. Well, let's do the ones that are straightforward to begin with. Here on line 5, this loan is going to be for 5 years, so we can simply input 5 directly into our formula. We'll do this one for 5 years, 6 years, 5, 10, and 1. But for these other loans here, for example, this first one, we are going to make that an 8-month loan. So we have to do a conversion here. How many years is 8 months? Well, 8 months is a fraction of a year. So what we can do is do the calculation for that fraction and convert that 8 months to years. Equal sign, 8 months divided by the number of months in 1 year. That's right, 12. So 8 months is equivalent to 0.6666667. We can reduce that amount of decimal places, something a little more manageable. There. 8 months is 67/100ths of a year. Our next loan is for 6 months, which is half a year. Equal sign, 6 months divided by 12 months, 0.5. Loan number 3 is for 9 months. Equals 9 divided by 12. 9 months divided by 12 months will tell us, as a decimal value, how many years 9 months is equivalent to. And our last one, 7 months. Equals 7 divided by 12. And our last step for this video, we can go ahead and reformat these values to be a little bit easier to read. If you want to use currency, that'll be fine. It's a good way to remind yourself and to know that the principal is in dollars, whereas the rate is a percentage. I'm going to select number and reduce the decimal places. And once you have that completed, go ahead and click Mark as Done, or if you're in class, click Mark as Done, and I can come by and take a look at it. And that will conclude video 2 here, setting up our Simple Interest page within our Simple Interest Google Sheet.